Dumelan Tibinki. Thank you very much for joining us for this week's episode of Mobile Schools Podcast. Sorry about the delay in releasing the interview with Tsakani. It's still getting edited a bit, and yeah, we should have it next week. But since we're here, I just wanted us to talk about oversharing. I mean, we all believe that sharing is caring, but if you're gonna share lies on social media from deep fakes where they're like now using faces to act like it's somebody saying something that they're not saying, to a simple thing, photoshopped Twitter posts, you responsible for putting petrol into the fire by sharing those things, even if you find out that it's not true and you don't delete them, which is something a lot of people don't do, where they're like, oh, I was wrong, or it's a fake, but it's still funny. It's funny to you, but if it affects somebody's life and there's lies that they said something they didn't say, there's people involved, there's families involved, and that's something we need to look into as a people, especially as Black Twitter. We get excited over destroying people's lives and just spreading lies about things that we don't know anything about because it's entertaining for us. Like, we getting likes, we're getting retweets, and that thing must stop, guys. We need to be careful of what we share online. If you see a Photoshop post or a post that looks like it's a screen grab, follow that person. Even if they blocked you, try to find out if they said it or not. If they're not trending, just find out. But this thing of you see something and it looks like it's a screen grab and you share it and it's lies and you don't even remove it, it's stuck. It gets stuck. So all that should stop. We need to do better in terms of making sure that the message that goes out is the message that's true more than anything. So it has nothing to do with who's your favorite, if you agree or disagree. Just make sure that you follow the person whose status is there as a screen grab and make sure that you see. If it says it was deleted, that's another story. But make sure you know what you're sharing. But don't get excited to share and like, because it's like just this constant petrol in this fire that's trying to get off, where people are saying, hey, that's Photoshop, but you guys don't even go to your timeline and remove it because the person has confirmed that it's not true. So I just wanted to touch that. So yeah, basically sharing is not caring when it's in social media and you don't do your research. You're just destroying people's lives. And a lot of people seem to have caught feelings when I said a lot of South African podcasts are just dudes that love gossip. And a lot of people thought I was talking nonsense because people think podcasts, actually somebody commented that podcasts are for gossiping, which is really sad that we live in a country where there's no electricity, where there's water issues, where there's education issues, where there's job issues, and you would think that dudes will start podcasts that guide people in terms of career choices. Like, hey, do not take these subjects when you're in high school because you are not going to get into university and get a job after that. Like, those courses are long gone. There's absolutely no reason for you to do biblical studies. There's no reason for you to do like Bible studies, guys. Like, I mean, you love God and stuff, and I get it, but there's no need to waste your parents' money studying the Bible and theology. Just go on a show about bishops and you'll be okay, because that's something a lot of South Africans are now starting to do. They're realizing that their social media hype can get them into TV, which is something that's happening, where we take people who are famous on social media and we put them on TV. So if you're doing any show that involves being in front of the camera, forget about it. Focus on your followers, because that's how things are now, unfortunately. So yeah, in closing, I will say it again. South African podcasters, stop telling us what happened on Twitter. Like, it makes no sense for you guys to get together every week, switch on your fanciest cameras, get your editor, get mics to just say, hey, did you see this on Twitter? Then you guys laugh about it. And of course, it's the numbers. If it brings in the numbers, who am I? Who am I? Please remember, do not like this video. Do not subscribe to this channel. Do not even share this video. I mean, I might ask you to share and like the video, the one that I'm going to release with Tsakani. So, but this one you don't have to. So, thank you very much. See you next week.